Let's see what we got.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. Today we're going to go over my MGW shifter. I just installed it. My lovely, very lovely wife got it for me for Christmas, and I finally installed it after she called me out multiple times.
And what kind of shifter is that? A Henson?
No, it's a MGW. Yeah,
okay.
I love it. Oh yeah, I love that thing.
I haven't put it on yet.
Seriously, that's one of my favorite mods because it's like you're doing it, even daily driving. You're interacting with that, so it's a good mod. I like.
And other videos. So follow me, and I'll show you how it went. Pause.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. 2022 has so far been uneventful. I don't really look at from year over year. For me, it's more day to day. During the break, we did something for the C7. I finally installed the MGW short throw shifter. It's a stock shifter. Grab that. You can compare the stock shifter of some overlays between the stock unit and the MGW unit. But stock shifter, not a bad shifter, but MGW definitely a step up, all billet box. Maybe I'll do a side-by-side photo where you can see the MGW unit next to the stock C7. Again, good shifter. I didn't really have any complaints with it. Some people don't like the shifter. I had no complaints, so that was kind of another reason why wasn't so much in a rush to install the MGW unit, because this was basically changing something or fixing something that wasn't broken. I was initially going to do an install video, like a step-by-step type of video, but I was looking online and there was already a handful of videos, including some that was done by MGW, as far as how to take the console apart and all the performance traction management connectors, the cigarette lighter connectors, and the parking brake connector. It's already been well documented, so I figured I don't want to do a video, just kind of have another video out there of the same thing. So what I decided is we went out for a ride and we just kind of talked about some different shifting scenarios and how the car shifts. So this is more just a review on how the shifter actually works. That's what this is. This isn't an install video. This is more of a review type video. There's no complaints. I mean, this stuff feels real tight. The one thing I will say, because it shortens up the area of the shift box from 1 through 6, and then 7th in reverse on the C7 is outside the gate over in this area. So when you throw the MGW short throw shifter in, it kind of takes that separate box where gears 1 through 6 is, and it tightens that up and kind of makes it further from 7th in reverse. So if you're in 7 speed cruising like I am now, the only thing is when you come down to 6th, downshift down to 6th, you feel like you really want to find it. Not that you're going to do a downshift into 6th to do a pull or nothing, but if you're not careful, it's easy to go into 4th instead of 6th gear. So I would say that's just something to get used to. Like, this shifter is just money. I mean, it really is. So that's downshift from 7th to 6th, go back up into the 7th gear. But if you do it quick, like for example, I'm going to do it quick now, just kind of with a natural feel, and we'll see what gear it goes into. To me, it feels like it has the potential to want to go into 4th, so let's give it a try. So here we are. I'm going to do a quick downshift from 7th gear, and I'm going to do it a natural downshift, meaning let the natural pressure of where the gear is going to go. Now I'm hoping it goes to 6th, but let's see. So it did. It went to 6th gear. Before, when I did it, it felt like it wanted to go from 5th gear, or from 7th gear to 4th gear, which is not what I want. Now, if I want to get after it, then yeah. So let's try it again. Let's see if I can find for it how that feels. So yeah, it's real tricky though, you know. So yeah, it has that natural. It feels good going down. Let's try it again. Yeah, again. So I think now if I want to find fourth, let's say a car pulls up next to me, some Mustang or something, a Cadillac CTSV or a Hellcat, and they wants to get after it, let's see. Yeah, and I think the way, kind of the weight you would put on the shifter coming out of 7th gear will determine whether it goes in the 6th or 4th. So I would say, other than that, the MGW short throw shifter is honestly, for the mods that I've done to this car, is one of the best ones. It just gives you a different level of confidence when you're just doing your day-to-day driving and shifting. I just installed about 2 weeks ago, but haven't had a chance to take the car out much because of the rain we've had. So the car's really just been parked. So I'm still getting used to it, but the initial reactions are, it's a good shifter and it's just money. So that's pretty much it. Let's go first through fourth. Let's just kind of do around town driving, which to me is the easiest driving that this thing does, because back and forth. So, you know, just lugging around money. Another thing I would say is the amount of effort is not much. The shifter lever to actuate into another gear is I would say, I would concur, it is like a bolt action rifle. Yeah, this thing's money, and it just feels good in your hand. I mean, it just has a real positive feel. Feels mechanically good in your shifting. So yeah, it's money. All billet. The install took a couple hours because, you know, with taking this panel out and all that stuff, and about 4 electrical connectors, and they're very small, so you don't want to break them. So with that, and not wanting to crack panels and stuff like that, late afternoon, it just kind of went to about 10 o'clock at night. And MGW does have a good amount of videos on their website. Definitely good instructions there. Very good shifter. If you guys like this video, want to see more like it, drop a comment. And for those of you who've been following my channel, just a reminder, like, share, and subscribe. We've been building up the channel really in 2021 was, I would say, the first year where I started narrating and really giving feedback as far as like what I'm doing with my cars and just the car scene and car culture in general. You know, you're getting the channel off the ground. More plans for this car. I've talked about that on the channel. There's more plans I got for the car, so you guys stay tuned for that. We did a video on the C7 clutch, the Tilton ST246. I'll link that video in the description. Go and check that video out. As I talked to you guys before, I'm planning on doing a 900 to 1,000 wheel horse build on the C7. So it's really just trying to figure out, what do we do? Do we turn up the factory blower, which we know is not going to make 900. It may make 800. There's guys making 8 and some change, and they may do that for, you know, a pull or two. So we got the short throw shifter that we want. Now we just got to get the clutch installed, get it broken in, and then decide on the supercharger that we want to go with. We talked about the Pro Charger F1s. We talked about Magnuson. We talked about Edelbrock, and also Whipple's unit. So stay tuned, and I hope 2022 is rolling nice for you guys. Thank you.